rocks upon which we build our lives. We are most dependent on the family. The family is that most important foundation. And we are called to recognize and honor how critical every father is to that foundation. They are teachers and coaches, they're mentors, and they're role models. They are examples of success and the men who constantly push us towards success. But if we're honest with ourselves, we'll admit that too many fathers are also missing. Too many fathers are MIA. Too many fathers are AWOL. Missing from too many lives and too many homes. They've abandoned their responsibilities. They're acting like boys instead of men. And the foundations of our family have suffered because of it. You and I know this is true everywhere, but nowhere is it more true than in the African American community. We know that more than half of all black children live in single-parent households. Half. A number that's doubled since we were children. We know the statistics that children who grow up without a father are 5 times more likely to live in poverty and commit crime. They're 9 times more likely to drop out of school, 20 times more likely to end up in prison. They're more likely to have behavioral problems or run away from home or become teen parents because the father wasn't in the home. The foundations of our community and our country are weaker because of this.
And with that said, welcome to Enough with the BS podcast. Today is going to be our Father's Day edition. I hope you guys had a happy Father's Day. I think we did. Josh, how was yours?
It was great, man.
Yeah, I didn't do too much.
Nah, me neither.
When church came home and ate.
Yeah, that's the point. We don't have to do nothing.
Exactly. That's the point of being a dad. We do everything during the week anyway. Just give us one day to relax.
That's all I want.
Also, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to either Spreaker.com or the iHeartRadio app. However, wherever you're listening, we just want to thank you. Today's show, as you can tell by the introduction from the POTUS, it's going to be about fatherhood. A father, what exactly is a father? It has numerous names, numerous roles. You got dad, pops, the provider. You know, we are encourager. We're strong, loving, considered a hero, a confident arm. We're here to inspire, hardworking. Josh, when you think about, the word father, with you being a father to 2, me as well, 2 beautiful daughters.
Of course.
When you hear that word, how would you describe that?
I just think about my kids when I hear that word. And I just try to be the best dad, I can be for them. You don't want them to be scared of you and not come, to you there. But you want them to look up to you. You want them to confide in you. And that's what I try to do with my kids. You got to have a little strong arm, but you got to have a soft side, too, especially with girls.
Yeah.
So if I had a little boy, I'm punching him in the chest every day just because. But the girls, like you said, they got a little soft spot, man. I got a soft spot for the little ones, man.
Yeah, that's something I probably would say I would need. I don't have a soft spot.
No, wow.
Yeah, I talk to my girls like little boys. But,
now, Jayla, I kind of talk to her like a boy sometimes. She's a little rough rider, so.
It's the thing is, like especially my youngest one.
Yeah.
She can take it.
Yeah.
She's just like a dad, just stubborn.
Yeah, of course.
Street savvy, even though she's never been in the streets, but she's very street savvy. I can see it in
daycare. They
so I still don't go incredibly hard on them, but I also have a preteen, so
yeah.
that's a whole nother story by itself.
Get you on that.
I guess a question I have of like when you're first born, it's nothing like your first born.
No, it's not.
When Jordan was born, what was that feeling like to know that you were going to be a dad?
Your whole life changed, man. It's just because I think we was working at Journey's Kids.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, it was on a Saturday too, I believe. So on the weekend, you had my back. I appreciate that. 'Cause it was definitely
Yeah,
on,
man.
on a busy day, but like you said, your whole life changed, man. And just to meet them, you wait 9 months, you don't know what they're gonna look like, but it just changed my whole life because you got somebody else that's gonna look up to you and that you gotta provide for.
Yeah, it's definitely a life changer. I remember when my wife was pregnant, and I know she can vouch for this.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't happy at all when I found out I was having a kid. Especially when I found out it was a girl.
Oh wow,
Man, I was hell bent on
Yeah.
having a son.
yeah,
It's-
that's the way it is, man.
It's
Whatever you
how
want.
it is with men. You
Yeah.
always want your own.
I mean, I didn't really care too much, I was just like whatever, but
Yeah. No, I wanted a boy.
I get
I'm
you.
gonna be straight up.
they say players have girls.
I
You,
don't know.
you never heard of that?
Nope, never heard of that at all.
I got 2 of them, so I basically have to play playing.
That's
what they say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking
But
about.
I got
bro.
2, so hey. It
I was just
happens.
cursed. I was just cursed.
I get you.
Yeah, I think it was. I was straight at. Well, yeah, we'll leave that story alone. But yeah. So I mean, I had a girl, and
Yeah,
luckily, she acts exactly like me.
Yeah.
Lauren watches sports.
Mm-hmm.
She loves pizza.
Okay.
I remember when I was young, I think the only thing I ate was hamburgers and pizza. The only thing she eats is
Hamburgers
pizza
and
and chicken nuggets.
Hey.
It's same personality. I'm sure my wife would tell you we got the exact same attitude, but I love it. And it's just looking back at it, like I said, it definitely changed your life. It made me want to go at life a little harder.
Yeah.
Like made me look at everything with a different perspective, as in what am I doing and what do I need to do correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So my life, well, her life wouldn't be as hard as my life was growing up. So that's really my ultimate goal, to make sure her and my oldest have the best life possible.
Yeah,
And definitely not have to go through what I had to go through. as a kid.
Exactly. That's the number one goal. Have them have a better life than you did.
Now, and a question, I mean, I guess that maybe we can help some of the younger fathers coming up.
Mhm.
What do you think would make a good father?
I mean, for me, I was scared of my dad when I was growing up. So I always use things like whatever your dad didn't do, you try to do it better. Even if you didn't have a dad, so you don't want to be that guy that being around, can't talk to kind of guy. Or even if you did have a guy in the household, like I said, my dad was just a scary man. So I try not to be a scary man to my children. Of course, you want to be, tough.
And I see that.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
Exactly. So you just try to be a little different, from whatever experience you had. If he wasn't there, if he was there, nobody's perfect. So I mean, unless you just had Danny Tanner was your dad or something like that, so just follow his lead. But but with me, my dad was tough. Really tough. Like I said, I didn't want to talk to the man. So I don't want to have my kids be kind of like that, where they don't even want to talk to me about anything or be scared of me. You want them to have some type of, fear for you, but you don't want them to be shaking in their boots kind of scared of you,
Yeah. I'm always, I'm probably the polar opposite. And the reason is, and that's where the opposites come in, and where I'm going to get in comparing the two athletes who was in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't grow up without a dad.
Yeah.
And, I literally grew up in the streets, and
Yeah.
it was nothing but tough love. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what I give to my daughters, and some of them, they probably are scared of me a little bit. But I would say their mother is a little bit more scary than I am. So, I don't know. But just to continue, and to kind of stay in the sports realm, ironically, the two superstars that's in the NBA Finals at this time are similar to me and you.
Yeah.
Whereas Steph Curry grew up with a mother and a father inside the house, and LeBron grew up without his dad.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play a soundbite for you guys, and both of these sounds were around the time that Curry won his MVP
Mm-hmm.
and LeBron won his, and both you know, I think the one with Curry was at the podium. LeBron did a interview with Rachel Nichols, and both mentioned their dad, but two different scenarios. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Curry first, and then I'm gonna play the LeBron next.
That I'd won MVP yesterday. I really didn't know what to do. I kind of just went and sat in a chair in a corner and just kind of thought about the journey. Obviously, the most important thing is your family. Pops, you're the example of what a true professional is on and off the court. I remember a lot of your career, and to be able to follow in your footsteps, it means a lot to me. This is special. I'm really proud of what you were able to do in your career, and I don't take that for granted at all. A lot of people thought I had it easy with Pops playing, in the NBA, but it was I'll get to that part down the road, but it was an interesting journey, and just who you are. You made it okay for me to have a family at my age when I started it, and to know that you take care of your business, you'll be all right. So thank you so much.
To you, and you've been open about the fact that that's partly because you didn't know your father growing up. You want to be the opposite. I was still pretty surprised, I got to tell you, to see your Instagram post from earlier this year. You basically wrote a note to your dad, and you said, you know what, I don't know you, I have no idea who you are, but because of you is part of the reason I am who I am today. The fuel that I use, you not being there, it's part of the reason I grew up to become who I am. What made you decide to go out like that?
I don't know, but I think it's the truth. I think, my whole life growing up, I think I just kind of always said, why me? Why me? Why didn't my dad want to be around? I feel like I'm a pretty cool kid. I'm a good kid. Why wouldn't he want to be around for me? And then as I got older and kind of had my own family, I started to think, the reason he wasn't there is the reason why I became so strong mentally, so loving to my mother. And I am who I am today because he wasn't there, because I used it as motivation. Everything that I've gained, he has a role in that because I used it.
Have you ever thought, as you've gotten older, maybe what if? Should I explore a relationship with him?
Of course, the what if situation has definitely popped in my head, but I think I'm good where I am.
Well, with everything you've got ahead of yourself, basketball, new baby on the way, you're getting to raise your family in Ohio. Is there a word or two that comes to mind as you think about what's ahead?
Wow, that's a great question. One word that I can describe what's ahead is faith. I have faith in myself, faith in my family, faith in my community, and Northeast Ohio, the whole state of Ohio. I hold a huge responsibility to myself to understand that me playing the game of basketball is much bigger than me dribbling or dunking or making a game-winning shot. So the whole word faith is the number one thing I can kind of use for the very near future.
And before we get into the topic of the difference between having a dad in the house and not having a dad at all, I just want to ask, who was the idiot that didn't claim LeBron James?
I would have called that man in the 8th grade.
What?
Hey, son, my name's LeBron. I need to see you.
I'm pretty sure in the 5th grade, LeBron was 6'2".
Exactly.
I would have been sneaking and having all type of birth certificates.
What's his mom's name? Gloria?
Something like that, yeah.
Gloria, let me see my son. Give me my son back. I'd have been outside at his house every day.
What kind of idiot? How do you not form a relationship?
Not even claim it. Maybe he was just like,
your kid
don't
is
know.
The chosen one. He was in Ohio is not that big.
Yeah, especially
Akron, yeah.
Especially Akron. I mean,
Man,
I'm surprised no one's even claimed. Like, I haven't heard any type of stories.
I would have been sending all kind of teddy bears and Hey, son, what's your favorite food? I'll cook it for you. You want some chicken nuggets today?
I just don't, like you said, the guy had to have some type of clue.
But you know what, though? And that's the sad part. It's the sad part. And I know we're joking around, But it's so many
Yeah.
men that just
That do that.
straight up deny their kids.
Yeah, I know. And like you
And
said,
even when they get older, they
Yeah.
still like